Hello there, watch this video to learn high-end skin retouching as a beginner in Photoshop. So on this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process in frequency separation. So without wasting much time, let's just get to it. First of all, you need to duplicate this background layer into two places. To do that, you just need to drag it down to this point, which is the first one, and you drag it down, which is the second. So this upper one here, I'm just going to name this the texture. So that's the texture layer. So the one below, I'm just going to name it color, which is the skin color. So I'll hide the visibility of this texture layer while I'm naming this, so that while I'm explaining, you guys will really get me well. So I'll close the visibility of the texture layer on top right here, then I'll select the color layer, then I'll come to my filter, then hit on blur, then I'll choose Gaussian blur. So once the Gaussian blur dialog box pops out like this, make sure you take this radius to 0.1. So after taking the radius to 0.1, the next thing to do is to take this box you're seeing right here, sample it in any part on the skin, then you will see the skin texture displayed here. So after doing that, make sure you take this radius till when you can't find the texture, like when you can't really see the texture here. So just take it to 7. So you can see I can't even find any texture on this, so I'll use 7.6. This does not mean all your pictures you should be using 7.6. So once you have your picture, you just repeat the same process to know the radius to use. So I'm just going to hit OK, and after hitting OK, I'll come and select the texture layer on top, then I'll open the visibility of it, then I'll get to image, then I'll click on apply image. So after clicking on apply image, first of all I'll come to the layer, then I'll change it to color, to this color right here. So the channel, you leave it at RGB, then for the blending you change it to subtract. So after then changing it to subtract, make sure the opacity is at 100, the scale at 2, and the offset at 128. So once all of this is being checked, you can hit OK. So after hitting OK, you come to this blending mode, you change it to linear light. So after changing this to linear light, you're good to go. So I've successfully separated the texture layer from the skin color layer. So after doing that, I'll just highlight the two, the texture and the color layer, then I'll drag it down to this icon, to this one right here, to group it. So after grouping it, I'll rename this the FS, which is the frequency separation. So after renaming that, I'll open. Then so let me explain these two layers right here. The texture layer takes care of the skin, like the blemishes on the skin, the pimples and wrinkles. So if you are taking off any blemishes, you're using the texture layer right here. So when it comes to brushing, using the mixer brush, you use the color layer below. So let's just get started. I'll pick on my mixer brush. Make sure you come right here and change it to a clean brush. And for me, I like using weight at 25, load at 25, mix at 30, and flow at 30. Once all of that is being checked, you are good to start brushing. So I'm just going to zoom this in a bit. Then you can see the model's face. There's a lot of pimples on it, so I'll show you guys how to remove the pimples. So I'm just going to start brushing just like this. So I'm just going to brush just like this. So make sure once you start brushing, just turn the brush in a circular way, just like this, the way I'm turning mine. So and also make sure you don't mix the highlight and the shadows when you're brushing. Where you have your shadows, you maintain. When you have your highlights, you maintain it. Don't try to mix anything. So I'm just going to brush it. Let me zoom out a bit so I get to see. So I love zooming it out to brush. I'm just going to brush like this. While doing yours, you need to take your time to do this. So I'm actually rushing because it's a tutorial video. I don't want to take much time on brushing. So while doing yours, you can take your time to brush. So I'm not done brushing, so let me just show you a quick before and after. So I'm just going to zoom it in at this point and pick off these blemishes on the face. So to take off the blemishes, you come to the texture layer, make sure you select the clump stamp. I like keeping my opacity at 98. So after that, make sure you reduce the size of the clump stamp to be bigger than the blemishes or the pimples you're picking. So I'll just start from here. So I'm just going to use the clump stamp. You come to any place there is no blemishes or pimples that you want to replace on a place there is pimples. So just come there, click and hold your Alt key, then click on where you have the pimples, then you let go of the Alt key, then you now replace it just like that. So it's simple. Press and hold the Alt, pick a place there is no blemishes, then you replace it just like this. So you guys can see how that I'm able to replace that. So let me come here and show you. So you click and hold the Alt, you click on the place there is no blemishes, then you replace it just like this. So I'm just going to repeat the process to pick up blemishes just like this. Make sure once you're doing this, you need to be careful so you won't leave any scar on the image. So I'll just take it at random just like this. And also, don't try removing all the blemishes so you won't make the image look plastic. So just pick the ones that are too obvious. So I'm just going to pick them just like this. So you can see the areas I'm picking. I'm just still repeating the same process I told you. Click and hold the Alt key, then you now pick the place there is no blemishes, then you now replace it on the place there is blemishes. So it's actually simple, and I really love these tools. It's professional, it gives best results. So I love using the tool clump stamp. I'm just going to come to this area as well, then I'll be picking it just like this. So at this point I need to be very careful here because the pimples is actually much there. So if I try picking everything, it will end up leaving scar on the image. So I'm just going to pick a bit, and also the ones that are too obvious. So the ones that are not too obvious, I'll leave it so I won't end up making the image look plastic. So I'm just going to pick this just like this. I'll come here and I'll pick this as well. Then I'll pick here. So once I'm done, a quick one, let me show you the before. So this is the before and this is the after. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to continue brushing because I did not brush all the parts on this image. So I'm just going to zoom it out a bit. Then I'll continue brushing this image just like this. So I'm not getting rid of the highlights or the shadows. I'm just trying to make everywhere look smooth. So where there's shadows, I still maintain the shadows. Where there's highlight, I still maintain the highlight. So I'll just come here. Then I'm just smoothing this image just like this. So make sure you are very careful while brushing your image or while retouching. I'm just going to turn this in a circular way. I'll just turn this. So after, let me just show you guys a before. This is the before and this is the after. So let me get to this hand area. So I'll still come back to the face to make final touches. So I'll come to this hand area, then I'll just continue brushing just like this. So I'm just smoothing it. I won't really do much on the hand because I want it to look realistic as possible. I'll just smoothen the hand just like this. So while doing yours, you need to take your time in smoothing this area. So I'll just brush it just like this. There's actually blemishes on this particular area. I'll come and pick it. So for now, let me just finish this area before coming to pick that blemishes right there. So I'll just pick the blemishes just like this. So I'll come to the texture layer, then I'll come to my clone stamp, then pick the clone stamp. I want to take off these blemishes right on this area. Let me zoom it in so you guys can see. So I'll just take these blemishes just like this. I'll still repeat the same process I told you guys. Press and hold the Alt key, then take off blemishes. So after that, I'll zoom out, then come to the color layer, then pick on my mixer brush, then I'll still continue brushing again just like this. So I'll also come to this side, then smoothen it a bit, then also I get to this upper part. I did not brush this neck area, so I'll just smoothen it, and I'll continue with the hand, with the second part of the hand. I'll just smoothen it just like this. See, it's quite simple. It's just a little bit practice, then you're good to go. So I'll just smoothen this just like this. So make sure while doing yours, I keep saying you need to be very careful so you won't mix the highlights and the shadows together. So I'll just continue brushing this area. Then I'll smoothen it just like this. Be careful while brushing yours. You can see the way I'm using the brush, how I'm turning the brush, the area I'm using a bigger brush and the area I'm using a smaller brush. So let me show you a quick before and after. So after doing that, at that point, I'll still come back to the face. As I told you guys earlier, I'll still come back to this face area. Then I'll perfect the brushing I did just like this. This is just like the finishing touch. So I just give it a finishing touch after everything, just like this. So I won't do much. Let me zoom out. Let me show you guys the before. So this is the before and this is the after. So this is the before and after. So this is how I got to retouch this image. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it's helpful. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel for more helping tutorial video. But for now, I hope to see you in my next video.